Okay. Resource pack. Okay, that's installed. Hello. Oh. I forgot. Hello, everyone. I don't have Zoom. Right. And welcome to supposedly the Stanley Parable, but in Minecraft. Resource pack setup. Press this button to test for your resource pack. If you hear someone talking about two doors, then the packet is active.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep. Ah, yes, that classic narrator briefing. Whilst playing, you'll be given a totem of undying. Drop the item if you wish to begin the map again from room 427. If you ever encounter bugs, use this item. May reset the bug. If you still suffer from the bug, then comment on the page. Note, using the reset button whilst an ending is about to finish can bug the game. Restrict your restart usages to common areas. Okay. You are free to make and monetize content as a content creator on content creator websites, so long as you credit the map in the form of a link for the video or description. Yes, the chairs and computers are remodeled grindstones and anvils. Please don't let it bother you. Okay. Good to know. And the rules. Please read and apply all rules. 20 chunks or more. Render simulation. 20. So that's all I'm doing. I don't know how much my laptop can handle that. Brightness can be any but default plus recommended. I don't know. Block sounds low, your idea of low. All sounds except music. Oh, okay. By pressing this button, you have to really. Yeah. Alright, I think it's time to start.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Ah, yes.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley
Something
Parable.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't even remember if I finished playing that game on the channel or not, to be honest.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Man, they really did recreate it all. That is awesome. Oh, I wonder if I'll get the adventure line and... Gosh, what were some of the other endings? This is just the Stanley Parable. This isn't with the deluxe or anything like that. Okay, the big
When
question.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. This was not the... Oh, I think it's loading.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is interesting how we can't jump. That is cool. We must be in adventure mode. That is awesome. But eager to get back
to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wait, what happened?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That's funny. I guess we're just in a black box. Oh, there we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, we'll go this way. But no one was at the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You can't tell me what to do. I actually do think there is a broom closet ending in the actual game.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, the bathroom. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Nothing that way. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing! He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Little did
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Or escape. Oh, I don't have a zoom. Little did Stanley know that this was all in Minecraft.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
yes.
the number of an employee in the building.
Please
Stanley's
use your
co-workers.
imagination.
The lives
That's
of so
funny.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So, can I go now? There we go. Push this button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know, narrator. You tell me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Oh,
And
no,
as
I
the
pressed
cold
the button
reality
that
of his
said,
past began to sink
"Do not
in,
press."
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Did we do it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Bravo. Nice. Well, we got 2 of the endings. I actually don't know how many endings there are. Hold on, let me see. Well,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, because at some point you can get back there. I wonder.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. This time we're going to go in a different direction.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire. Ah, yes.
Oh wait, no,
truly
I got
a
it.
room
I
worth
think I
admiring.
know what way.
But eager to
I'm
get
gonna
back
try
to
to go.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I think you are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story...
Not listening.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
What was that? Stanley walked through the blue door?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. I think you said blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I think you're still saying blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes.
Well, don't let me stop you.
Freedom.
Do you see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
Copper,
rooms,
nice.
Exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes,
Do you
it
not
was.
think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Alrighty.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for... Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Oh,
Let's take
so?
a look.
Alright.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Oh, is that the baby
Let me
game?
boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards
the baby
danger.
villager.
You click the button to move him back to the right.
No.
And if he reaches the fire,
I'm not
you
saving
fail.
a
It's a
villager.
very meaningful game. All about the
I shall
desperation and
sacrifice
tedium
the
of
villager.
endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of
Maybe.
course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's
Absolutely not.
effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'll press the button once. Oh no, he's running into the fire. There's nothing I could possibly
You
do.
heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a
Baby
single thing that
villagers
might
are the
improve the
worst.
experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the
Alrighty.
pain.
Cool.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Welcome to the Inland Motel. Entrance. Oh, is this like a reference to a Minecraft map or something? That's cool. Oh. Guess we can't go in that one. Or that one. Oh, that one looks like something we can go to. Ooh, the police. Okay, guess we can go there. Museum it is.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Okay, new game.
What? But I was exploring that, Mr. Narrator.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You,
Rude.
trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Alrighty, part 1. Find the button.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
This is cool. It's referencing other Minecraft things. Although, actually, I don't even think I've played this sort. Oh, found it.
Genius.
Next one's a little harder. Become
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Hello. Whoa. Anyway. This is cool. Oh, and we're falling again. Oh, we're back here. Oh, we're going back to the beginning. To the beginning. The beginning. Is that what I needed to do? Is there anything else to do? Can I do anything? Was I supposed to go somewhere else?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Good for you, Mr. Narrator. Good for you. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay. So.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alrighty.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh, okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
You got
it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah, okay. I believe in you. You got this.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh. Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Roger that, Mr. Narrator. Back into the black box of nothingness.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah,
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Well, you better find
Okay,
the
then.
story.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. Hey, can you, play some tunes? No? You're not gonna play tunes? I'm just kinda going in a direction, my guy. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going in a direction. Why does it feel like I'm going in circles?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Maybe.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
You got this, Mr. Narrator. I believe in you. Don't mess up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, did you find the story? Nope, you did not find the story.
Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. If you say so.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yeah, I don't think this is the story, my guy.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
We won.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yeah. Whatever you say, Mr. Narrator. Maybe we'll get the adventure.
All right, I've got a solution.
Yeah.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
The adventure line. Let's go.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Yes,
Though,
let's go.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Yeah, you think?
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
Cut the music. Go back
What?
and look at that fern.
But it was okay.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Rude. You cut off the music. Are you gonna continue the music?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Man, he's really restarting this. Back in the black box. Oh.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
All right. Let's
Now,
go.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Well, it does look like we're in the back rooms. Man, it being in Minecraft, it really does resemble the back rooms. It really does.
Oh,
look,
no, not
the
you
adventure
again.
line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. But now we're technically up. it crashes through the roof. That's funny.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yes.
From here, the story is in our control.
Yep.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Plot twist. They're both going to the same
what's this?
way. The confusion ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Good for you.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I think you
whatever
did.
it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
Good
Will
job,
someone
Mr.
come
Narrator.
first? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do have...
That was loud. I think we're actually at the very beginning. Oh, it's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, can we get that ending? I don't know if that's how do you even do that in Minecraft? You'd have to make one of them different. Wait, is that one computer always different? I don't know. Honestly, I don't even remember what all is just Stanley Parable and what all was the deluxe. Like, I know there's some, but... I know where I wanted to go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I'll do one more and then I'll call it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward. into the opened passageway.
Yeah, Mr. Narrator.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yes, Mr. Narrator.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, this says escape, so clearly.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you. This is a very long hallway.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. Nice try, Mr. Narrator, but no.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Good for Stanley. Down we go.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Good for him. Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes
Parable.
before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
You know, I feel like the Stanley Parable has a deeper meaning. Oh, this ending! I forgot
When every
about
path
that.
you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nice. Uh-huh. Minecraft credits, written by David Runch, mapped by Roman whatever. Uh-huh. Based off the best-selling game Stanley Parable. Kevin Brighting, you're now leaving. Oh, no, I don't want to leave yet. What's this way? The clock. There's something in here. In the real Stanley Parable, you can hear narrator outtakes in this area. There are too many for me to add, so that's funny. I guess this Minecraft version has its own kind of humor, which is kind of funny. And the very bottom of the elevator in the monitor room. The design isn't mine. I especially stole it from some tutorial online. Fair enough. A button. Three levers were originally part of the Zinding. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they pulled. Apartment timer. Easy to apartment, but there used to be a 15-second timer picking up the phone before the time runs out. Runs out takes you to the apartment ending. Otherwise, you would have taken to a different ending. That other ending is still in the game. Hi there, this is. Thanks for playing my map. If you're reading this, then you might be the only random player reading it. This museum was pretty hard to build, so thank you for being here. This map will be buried in the forums, so out of all the maps, thank you for choosing this random one. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember. I don't remember where I found this map. It kind of just appeared and stuff. Let's exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Here we go.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save them. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Oh no, I think Stanley died. But yeah, I think that'll be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try to remember to leave a link to this map in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's really well made. But yeah, I think that'll be all. I hope you guys
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And I'll see you guys next time. If I don't run into anything. Bye-bye.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.